Jarl of Goats here with Crew Crusaders, and joining us today is my cast of Death of the Deities. We are in episode 2 right now, and I am joined today by Astro, who plays Nightbreed, Grim, who's played by Gamer Rage Troll, and Kethra, who's played by Went Off to Mars. Nightbreed's going to be starting a channel called 4020 Roleplaying. Nightbreed, how you doing?
Very well. How are you, Jarl? I gotta
Good.
find another way of starting this. Everybody, nobody cares how you are. I'm excited. Nightbreed needs to kill some people.
Fine. I see how it is. So, any interesting games that you've been playing that you may have found that not many people know about? Anything like that?
I've been playing a game called Skybreak. It's on Steam. It's early access. I like playing a lot of early access games because I know people get pissed about the alpha and stuff, but I really am for supporting developers and creators.
I feel you there because, you know, even though I've bought a lot of early access games that just went flump and didn't go anywhere, there are those gems that I have fallen in love with, like Reign of Kings, Age of Chivalry back in the day, now Chivalry.
Absolutely. Banished is an awesome game. I started playing it when it was early access. It actually has advanced a lot, though. Anyway, go on. To the D&D. Next character.
Next character is Grim, played by Troll. Troll, anything interesting that you've been doing lately? New games,
Not
anything
too much.
like that?
I finally got Assassin's Creed Revelations, so it's actually next in the series that I have to complete. So I'm way behind. But
Is it a good game?
So far, because I played Black Flag, because I got free on the 360, the system's a lot different, so it took me a while to adapt, but it's pretty fun.
Nice. Well, congratulations. You'll have to let us know how that goes.
Definitely.
And Megan, who is Went Off to Mars, playing Kethra. How are you doing? Anything that you're excited about?
Not much. I got an Echo and ordered a power supply
nice.
for my computer. So
Is the Echo pretty cool?
it is freaking sweet. It is the coolest thing I've ever owned.
What's your favorite thing about it?
Oh, so far it can roll characters for you.
Oh,
That's pretty sweet. And then it has a die roller app too, which is
sweet.
sweet.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. And you're still holding the button. All right. I would actually like to say that I'm excited for the Fallout 4 overhaul. There's a lot. Yeah, thank you. There is a lot of talk about it. And I'd also like to say that behind the scenes is Doip, who's joining us today in spirit. He's here somewhere. Doip, are you there?
Hi.
Oh, he's here. We all need to have a seance to bring Doip to the dark side. He will play D&D with us someday. No, Doip, unfortunately,
Someday.
Doip prefers home games where he can actually be with people, and that's awesome, but I've asked him here to help me with the bad habit. I noticed in the last episode I used curse words as adjectives way too much, and he's going to be watching the game, and every time I do it, he's going to let me know, and we're going to stockpile 1 gold for each infraction, and then at the end of the session, all of the players get that much gold each.
We're lost, James.
I know. Hopefully, I will break this habit. And I'm also hoping to pervert him into joining us.
Oh, Jay.
Anyway, so does anybody remember where we were last time? Who wants to do a recap?
A whole bunch of stuff happened last time.
Well, where are you now?
Let's see. I believe we're in the witch's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ATM, we are at the witch's house. We just fought a pack of wolves, and Kethra was actually murdered by those wolves, but the DM in good spirit decided to let her live.
Well,
and we all
that and
passed out
3
and woke
crits
up
in
at
a
the
row
witches.
are 3 crits in a row is pretty unfair.
Yeah, the dice gods were not with us.
Hopefully tonight we get better rolls.
Hopefully tonight you get better rolls.
Fingers crossed.
Now, didn't Megan have a couple crit fails?
Terabad!
Yeah, that's true.
I died!
She couldn't hit any of the wolves, and then her death saving throws was like 1.
One.
Oh my god, you're dead! You're dead. You've spent all the inspiration you can. Oh, and keep in mind, you can give inspiration to other players. If you notice they fail a death saving throw, or they're on the verge, I would just prefer you give it to them before they make the roll. So, oh, Megan, you've already failed twice. Take an inspiration. Okay, thank you. That kind of stuff.
Well, I used an inspiration. I used my inspiration
you
for
used
one of
yours,
them
and
and
then
failed
Troll had-
twice. And then I've used Trevor's or something
Trolls,
and failed
yeah.
twice again. It's ridiculous.
And then before that, we ended up in that predicament because we were going to actually seek out the witch that we ended up because we had heard that she was the cause of the were-rat and the blight of a village.
Mm-hmm. And now you are
Which
in
we're
her care.
All
Alright, so let's...
Well, the old guy said she was a nice lady.
Yeah, some old guy. What do they know? We're going to cut over to another playing table.
Dun-dun-dun.
And go up to the top. Do you see your characters?
Yes.
Okay, so... As it was described to you in the previous episode, you open your eyes warily. And you are in a warm. It's actually pretty warm. But you are in some sort of hut. And above you, there are dried herbs of dozens of different types, and some mushrooms on a string, garlic cloves hanging from the ceiling, and it looks like it's all drying and curing. Now that's all oh yeah, and also there was a woman who we've labeled as James's mom, but I do believe her name is Sarsa.
That's right.
She's standing by a cauldron cooking, and then she turns around and was like, "Oh, you're awake."
Oh, that is your mom.
So, Nightbreed, we're actually, you know what? Everybody roll D20.
Roll a D12.
Rolling a D20.
Oh wow, that was the best 20 I've ever rolled.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my God,
far,
it is.
so good.
All right, Megan, you go first in this endeavor.
Holy
I
crap.
want you to describe one thing about this hut. You remember how we did the bar in the first episode? It's basically
Yes.
what you're doing.
Okay. It is kind of made of like wood and sticks and mud sort of thing. Really dark, kind of damp, not very cold, but dirt floors, like rags hanging from the ceilings.
Okay. Good. I like that. So, last time I described you being on a wooden floor, but I'm going to say what you are is you guys are on a little wooden platform that she's laid you onto this dirt floor.
A pallet.
Yeah, a pallet. Nightbreed, you're next, so describe one thing about this hut.
In the background where her bed is, there's like nets hanging down to kind of separate it. But behind that, there's a big shrine to whatever god it is or gods that she believes in.
Okay, I like that. Good. Yes. So there's like an altar. That's what we'll
Yeah,
call it,
like
a witch's
it's got
altar.
candles, and then I don't know.
There's a blade on it.
like stuck
There-
into a skull.
Like Wiccan decor. There's like a little magic ball and like a
Yeah,
skull
exactly.
a skull that's been turned into a mortar and pestle. So like she sits there and grinds her herbs in the top of the skull. A bunch of blood red candles. Maybe an actually really clean purple cloth draped over it. So her powers are more religious than they are actually arcane. She doesn't just grab magic books and studies it. For her, it's a religious cause. Good. I like that. I didn't know that about Sarsa. Grim, describe to me one thing about this place that you're in.
She's got a hot daughter.
And she totally
Wow.
wants to do me.
Little do you know she's a hitman, and she's like, I totally want to do him.
I
kinda
use
lady.
Eagle Vision. I don't know. Lots of candles everywhere.
So the place is brightly lit.
It's still kind of dim, but it's like not all of them are lit, but there's melted candles everywhere. And you can see, I don't know. I'm kind of drawing blanks right now.
No, that's good. Let's say that, I mean, with this overabundance of candles that you're talking about, she probably has to make her own. So let's say hanging from the ceiling near the fire, there's actually candles being made.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that.
All right, then we're good with that. And anytime she needs candles, she just grabs up and snips it. And then she scrapes the wax. Like the tables look like they have grease all over them, but they really don't. It's a wax coating, like almost a furnish that she's put on it because she scrapes all of the old wax off into a leather pouch and then brings it over to a special pot that she has and makes more candles out of it.
Wax on,
That's
wax
clever.
on.
Wax on, wax off. She just kind of eyeballs you, and then you realize that she steps into the light, and her voice was loud and harsh and intimidating and frightening. And then she comes into view.
No.
Question: does she sound like Meg Mucklebones from Legend?
I think she does. And then she's like, "Well, good to see you are awake."
Do we still have our equipment on us?
Yeah,
With us?
actually, you did ask that in the last episode, and it's all sitting at your heads. She didn't even take your helmet off.
Well, I greatly appreciate that. Just instinctively, I go for my sword, not like drawing it, but putting it within arm's reach.
Yeah, it's right there. So you're like, right?
Put it up, yeah, set it on my lap, ready.
And she's like,
Why did you keep us alive?
"I wanted to know more about you."
Well, we're here.
Yes.
Bring it on!
I did take the liberty of bringing your friend back, seeing as how you did me the favor of clearing out those treacherous wolves.
As she says it, like I suddenly remember Kethra being killed, so I look in the direction of her body.
She's probably still asleep, because even though she is alive, she's definitely gone through a lot.
Tasty come alive.
Although her resurrection did come at great cost.
What kind of cost?
Well, I had to give up many gemstones in order to create the tonic.
You don't sound like a witch who would be casting spells on people if you're bringing us all back to life.
Oh, I cast spells on people all the time. Such as this one. All of a sudden, you realize, like, you feel kind of like this daze come off of you. Like, you thought you were fine. It's almost like you're going up a hill and your ears are clogged, but you think you can hear just fine. But then as you're going down the hill, they go, and you're like, oh, my ears are clogged. Weird. It kind of seems like that. Because then she's like, "I'm terribly sorry for the awful manners in which I had to greet you, but one cannot be too sure. Some people, if they think they're going to take advantage of an old woman, then they just do it by force. Sometimes the scary demeanor keeps people away, or at bay."
You don't say.
Why are you here?
Well, I live here. It should be me asking you why you're here. You wandered well off the trade route to get eaten by those wolves. Where'd you come from?
A town, but that's not important. We're
The
actually
town,
here
you mean
because of
Gainsborough.
you.
I
Yes.
thought as much. Well, what ailments do you seek? Sexual infertility? Maybe you want to cure a disease.
Not exactly. We heard that you were the one who started or created were rats and is causing a blight in the village. But you don't seem like you're doing that sort of thing.
Oh, hell no. In fact, the only village I know of is Calgary, and I haven't gone there for weeks. I have a feeling they
That's the
aim
village
to
I'm
burn
referring
me.
to.
Oh, what seems to have happened? Now, at any point in this time, you guys can roll an insight check if you think she's lying.
Can I?
No,
Well, no,
yeah.
you're unconscious.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you roll?
Dang.
Why don't you make a Constitution save, Megan?
Make a Constitution save.
Yeah, no, you're asleep.
Okay, well then I would like to roll an insight. Oh, you already did.
Well,
Well, I
you
guess
can
I
still
can
roll.
do. Yeah.
Troll's like, I understand everything you're saying, lady.
I'm like this hideous woman.
She's not lying, Trevor.
Oh, good.
She
I didn't
seems
think
genuine.
she was anyway. The townspeople are all afraid of you. There has to be a reason for that. I mean, they know that you're a witch, so obviously you're not hiding it. Why?
Well, here's the thing. I made a fool's mistake. Took me years to finally do it, but I listened to an old man. And look what it's got me. She kind of just looks off in the distance.
What did this old man tell you?
He told me that I should not hide my true self, that I'm a genuine and good creature, and that he loved me for it. And he told me that with those I trust and love, I should always be truthful. So after a decade of trading with this town and getting to know its people and seeing its children, I decided to go to them one day and take off the spell that made me look like a beautiful young woman and show them who I really was.
That might not have been the brightest idea.
Apparently, the old man is a liar.
What did this old man look like?
Well, what did he look like, Trevor?
I don't remember. The only thing I ever wrote down for him was
we
old
never
man.
really described it. He had a really cool arcane staff, but what does he
You
look
described
like?
him kind of, James.
Well, then tell me,
I
remind me
described-
what James said.
He had kind of a beard. I mean, I described him as a Gandalf type, but that was pretty much all we touched on.
I kind of imagined him as like a not chubby necessarily, but like a kind of larger, husky, grandfatherly type of figure.
Like Santa.
Yeah, kind of actually, but
I was
skinny,
thinking
not
like the
that
Ghost
big.
of Christmas Present. Like from
Yeah, Christmas
Scrooge,
Carol.
how he's taller
Yeah,
and...
I don't really remember. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he's actually pretty tall, even though he's
Like
an old
Father
man.
Time.
Okay. Maybe you don't notice it, because...
He's crouched over a little.
Yeah, he's crouched
hunched,
over.
I mean,
But like in the last episode when he's talked to you about the Pantheon and he stood up straight, maybe that's when you realized how imposing he really is.
So he's
Okay.
like he's pretty much like Gandalf.
Well,
He's
Gandalf
just-
used to enlarge spell, I'm sure.
and he was always bossing around dwarves and hobbits, so
He's like, Frodo, step closer to me so that I'm more intimidating. Do you take
Exactly.
me as a simp or not?
like Sylvester Stallone, he knows it's all about angles.
So, all right, well, we'll go with that. Yeah, she describes him to a T.
He doesn't seem like a dishonest man. There must have been a reason for it. Do you know what is ailing the village?
I didn't even know they were sick. I've been hiding out here, looking out my windows, waiting for the time they would come and try to burn me. I haven't had the heart to move because, I don't know, maybe a part of me still feels hopeful that they'll come around.
Well, if you're not the cause of this blight, this might be the perfect opportunity to prove it to them. That you're on their side, I mean.
I haven't heard from them for weeks. How do we know they're still there?
We don't, but we were on our way there.
I have an idea! Maybe we can cast a vision spell.
What do you need?
Well, I always kept an eye on them, so I have a few artifacts in the town. Maybe if you're willing to drink a tea of seeing, we all can stare in my cauldron and see what's going on in the town right now.
Ooh.
He ponders it for a moment.
I'm snoring
Okay,
out.
I'll do it.
So Kethra, at this point, you start to awaken.
Hooray!
And Nightbreed, are you getting your stuff on? Because
Absolutely.
she did take your armor off to treat the wounds, and there's poultices on your body, you know, bandages. Like, it looks like a flat of herb goo that has been shoved into the wounds, and then a cheesecloth over it to keep it together. Grim, you were wounded pretty badly, but you see that she may have cauterized one of the really nasty bite marks to get the skin back down. And Kethra was the worst of it, but she already has so many burns on her back that she didn't think she would mind a couple more scars.
Yeah.
Burns and bite marks. Sounds like the worst day ever.
It was the worst day for Kethra.
But she's alive.
That's why she just like sits up. She's like, I'm alive. All right, so Kethra, they kind of fill you in on what's about to happen about taking the Tea of Seeing and taking a peek at the town without having to actually go to it first.
Why not?
All right, so you're on board.
Not drink it.
Yeah, I died, so I'm like, ew.
Might as well.
She does walk up to Kethra, and she's like, all right then. Arms out. Like you're flying.
Talking to you, Kethra.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was talking.
Forgot
My
to push
button.
to talk.
Yeah, I stick my arm straight out. Do what she says.
She's like, very nice. Starts patting your skin, checking the wounds, and she's like, I'm proud of myself, even if it did cost me a few blood diamonds.
Can I hear this?
Yeah, you're standing right there.
Okay, I want to roll an Arcana and see if I know what a blood diamond is, because I assume it's magical.
Oh, absolutely.
I do not.
They don't really. I mean, you've heard of them. You've never heard of them even having any kind of magical properties to them. Although it is not uncommon that a lot of gemstones are used for spells that aren't really magical themselves. They're just used as components.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But whether or not you know that this spell required magical gemstones, you're not entirely sure.
I wanted to tell her that pretty much that I owe her my life, so if she ever needs anything, call me.
She looks at you and grabs your hand. She's like, are you serious?
Totally.
All right, roll a d3 / roll space 1d3.
Do you mean it? Well, it's just 1d3. It's all right.
You take 1 damage, Kethra.
Oh, yay.
As you're looking into her eye, you feel a sharp pain on your hand, and you're like, ah! And then you see her pull away a bloody dagger as she's dropping the blood into a vial. And she's like, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. This is fair payment.
Something bad's gonna happen to me later.
Or awesome.
Or awesome.
Listen, I have something you can take with you to the village in case you encounter any survivors that need it. She goes into a small sack that's sitting next to the fire. It looks like it's what she uses for traveling because it's got a rope around it to make it kind of like a messenger bag. And she walks up to you and she holds out 2 healing potions.
No.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, dear. It's for the citizens. But if you need it in haste, and if you are trying to save the citizens, then by all means drink it.
Emergency rations.
Nightbreed. It's not a name a mother would give a child, is it?
He doesn't answer. He just stares at her.
All right, then. Will you like to come and tell them what you see in the vision?
I approached wherever she's standing, I assume in front of the cauldron or above it.
Yeah, she leads you to the cauldron, and she points to this pot that's got mashed up earthworms and a bunch of mushrooms, and some of the earthworms are still moving around, and it looks like it's just kind of simmering. And she dips in and pulls it out and dumps it in, and it looks like somebody went to a muddy ditch on a road with that like really weird black water, and she's like as pieces of veggies and mushrooms, some flower herbs, and then the bits of earthworms go into the thing, and she's like, drink this, and she hands you a bowl.
The scowl, or the permanent scowl already on his face, just like deepens when he looks into it. But he, without reply, chokes it down in one single gulp, one big gulp.
Okay, roll a Constitution.
Whoa.
Wharf, wharf.
Oh, thank you, Troll. That's a good call.
Oh,
Holy shit! You're just like,
Dang.
like a man.
Yeah,
I mean, I
actually,
just shot
Like a
it.
boss.
it doesn't even taste like it's not the worst thing that you've had. I mean, you're just like, now what?
Exactly.
She motions toward the cauldron and starts taking the steam coming up from the water and making weird shapes with it. And as you could see, she's moving faster. The steam is starting to turn into a vortex above the cauldron, and it looks like an upside-down cyclone dancing through the air. And then the cyclone comes up. Now, you guys see the cyclone dust floating around, but you guys don't see this next part, only Nightbreed. Nightbreed, your vision just goes and thrums a little bit. Depth perception goes and just kind of goes out and comes back in. And that is when everybody sees that funnel go up in the air like a snake and straight into Nightbreed's nose, kicking his head back as he's like,
Demon power.
What do you guys do?
I'm just
Stand there, kind of slightly freaked out.
Do you guys want to make an Arcana check?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Grim,
Woo!
you're like, what devil is this? And Kethra, you're like, we do meditation visions all the time, and except with us, it's incense. You know, so like to you, Kethra, it's completely normal, but Grim is freaking out a little. He has no idea what's going on. Now, you don't have to act on that because you did say
Well,
that
no,
you're just.
I'd kind
Hang
of
on.
just like,
Grim doesn't have to act on it because Grim did mention before that he's just going to chill and let her do her thing, but I'm letting Troll know as a character the depth of his concern.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Kethra to see if she
Like,
how she's
are
looking
you
at it.
seeing this? Are
Yeah.
you seeing this shit?
Should I do something?
nah, man, it's all good. You're all good.
No, what the?
You
She's
just
like,
gotta,
she's
just gotta
like,
chill.
no, man.
Yeah, she pulls out
Well,
those
that's what
big
this
black
reminds me
shades.
of.
Well,
We're
she
gonna
is a
be- We're
monk.
gonna be fine, man. We're gonna be fine.
It's exactly what this reminds
She's
me of.
legit. She's all good. I'll vouch for her. All right, so, yeah, Nightbreed's head snaps down, and his eyes are glowing white. And Nightbreed, you now have full control of yourself. And she goes, ah, and then points towards the cauldron, which is no longer steaming.
I stare into it.
You stare into it, and the water just kind of goes, and it opens up to evening, which is what time it is now. Calgary's a town of houses, but there's not very many of them. It's got maybe 7 buildings. Most of it's just small farmland. It's a community that establishes itself. In the middle of town, there's a cart that has crates on it, although it looks like most of the crates were hastily stolen. Some of them are even broken, lying around the cart. And the vision kind of goes and comes around a corner, and you see just emptiness, nothing. And then all of a sudden, you hear a boom! boom in the middle of the town, and this weird purple mushroom cloud is coming out and dissipates, and then the vision snaps out.
My character stumbles back like he was, like away from the explosion.
I think she kind of catches you.
Okay.
I think
cool.
she kind of catches you. I mean, she's small, so she can't, but it's more like, oh, that easy now. She taps you on the back.
Kind
She's
of
like,
against his... Oh, go ahead.
She goes, now the hard part. She looks you in the eyes. You're not supposed to have this knowledge. And knowledge always comes at a cost. So she grabs a metal bucket and holds it in front of you.
This is my character, Worf.
Yes. And when he goes...
I,
all of a sudden, something...
I get ready to say something. I'm like, ready to tell them what I just saw.
Yeah, you're like, how do you start that conversation, actually? Are you like, guys, like...
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I'd be like, we need to get to that...
Now, what happens when he goes, we need to get to that... We need to get to that... All of a sudden, you guys see two black hands come out and grab the side of his mouth and pull open, and a toad's face, a black toad's face, slithers out of his mouth, and it's like... and starts slithering, and he's just like... and this black toad just falls out of his mouth and goes into the bucket, and you realize when you look in the bucket that it's full of water and gravel, so the toad is just at peace, and she's like, ah, and then kind of scurries off and sets it down somewhere. And what is Nightbreed's reaction, actually? What is everybody else's first?
You're a wizard, Harry.
I still have the look of holy shit.
It just hasn't changed. You're just like,
yeah. Now maybe there's a little bit of disgust in it.
I'm a little more pale now.
Kethra, what's your response?
I went from calm to WTF real fast. Yeah, exactly.
0 to 60.
So Troll or Grimm's, she's.
I wasn't more like afraid, more so like, what in the hell is going on? Yeah.
Nightbreed,
does not approve.
What's your response?
Well, after the panting subsides, he kind of like clicks his tongue, spits on the ground,
It does
looks
taste
at the
like
witch.
you licked a toad.
And he looks at the witch. There better not be any lasting effects.
Oh no, that's
frog in your throat, Nightbreed.
She goes, I've been waiting to use that joke. Good. All right, well, I assume you'll be
Nightbreed
leaving.
does not look amused.
But first, you need a rest.
Yes, we need a rest.
So,
A long rest.
I have some medication that you can take that will make you go to sleep. You'll wake up in full strength.
What's gonna come out of us after that?
No, not joy.
A sense of peace.
All right.
She pulls out a peace pipe and she hands it to you, and she's like, funny pipeweed of the strongest variety here in this region, if I do say so myself.
I call
And-
Nexties.
She kind of walks off, and I assume you guys all take part.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, you all
Imagine
take
that,
part.
like a little character popping up at the little screen. I call Nexties.
Yeah, you all take part and sit down and just enjoy yourselves and talk, and it seems like you guys have forgotten about all that ails you, but you're still focused on the mission. You still know about the people, but things that were bugging your character before, if you were mad at somebody, it's gone. If you were scared somebody was going to kill you or scared of debt, it's gone.
Just
And-
sticking my finger in all my wounds. I'm invincible!
Meanwhile, everybody else is like, oh man, you're like crazy. Are you like one of those paranoid types? No. So basically, what happens is you guys talk for about an hour or two, and Sarsa talks with you, and you find out that she's actually very interesting. She's about 80 now, but she ends up sharing with you that the old man, when he came and visited her, um, did so in a spell to disguise himself so no one would recognize him, and her and him got close, and he said he couldn't hide secrets anymore and revealed who he was, but that didn't stop her. She still loved him, and she strived to understand her magics in a deeper sense, and has been waiting for him to come back ever since.
I wouldn't come back to that face either.
Not for being
Do you
deceived.
say that?
No, God, no.
No, he wasn't deceived. She didn't deceive him.
Frog's
Oh.
coming out of your butt next.
She became ugly and basically mimicked him and did the same thing he did so that the town wouldn't hate her. She's not originally from Calgary. She tells you that too.
Where is she originally from?
I'm from Newmarket.
Oh, that's not so far. That's not too far from here. Not too far. I mean, I know it's quite the travel.
Yeah, you know, it's still within the same county.
So where would you go from here if you left?
I don't want to go. I don't have many years left. And, well, I guess what keeps me going is some research I've been doing.
On what?
Of Fountain of Youth. A literal fountain of youth.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, I mean, even in just those two words, you can tell by his tone that he's like, oh, I've heard these stories before.
Oh yeah, Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, exactly. There's not like one crusade for that every month.
I
Do
know,
you
right?
He doesn't say all that. He just, like I said, he stops with the two words.
Is that going, yeah? Roll deception.
Roll a precipitation.
But damn.
She's like, such a nice boy. So yeah, I mean, Sarsa's actually pretty cool, and it seems like because her god in Newmarket, because her god was not one that they worshipped in the church, she often worshipped on her own, and because of that, she kind of became an outcast, felt uncomfortable there, and moved to an area of the county that's more known for crime and shady dealings, so that she would fit more in peace. It's really, Gainsborough is a town of pirates, thieves, and outcasts. So Calgary might have some more law-abiding citizens, but at the heart, they live among thieves, pirates, and outcasts. So you go to sleep, and you have the best sleep of your lives. As such, go open your character sheets and put your hit points back to maximum, and your tokens will automatically reflect that change.
I am.
There we go. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
So who's going to lead the party to Calgary?
We're good. You know what?
Well, I mean, I should be the one to, but
Yeah.
so we need
Yeah, well, we're gonna give the
Okay,
ranger
here,
another
let's do
shot.
it this way. Let's do it this way. I've been thinking about something. There's 3 ways to travel. Let's do stealth. So you guys are going sneaky to avoid trouble. This takes longer and is more demanding on your rations. Survival. Let's say that with survival, it's standard travel time, but you're also getting food along the way. You have the chance to get food. And then athletics, which is where you're just running full bore.
I vote stealth.
No, it's... Well, yeah, so you have a good stealth, Kethra?
Yeah.
How about you, Grim? What one's your top? Survival, stealth, or athletics?
Stealth.
Okay.
Mine
Nightbreed.
as well.
No, Nightbreed,
Stealth.
athletics, survival, or stealth.
Stealth.
Okay. Oh, your stealth is the highest?
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like all of you have for your highest status stealth. Now, it'll take you longer to get there, though. And judging from your vision, Nightbreed, if what you saw last night was right then and there occurring at that point, that means that that explosion occurred last night. So maybe time is of the essence. Or maybe traveling stealthily will be advantageous because when you get there, whatever is causing that explosion might not see you.
That's well, and I don't know the after effects of the explosion, so I'd rather give it time to settle.
Okay. So, who's going to lead the party?
I still vote the Ranger. We give him a second chance.
Grim,
New day.
Come on,
roll a
troll.
stealth.
Oh,
Ranger, you
my
failed me.
God.
All right, no, hang
Thank
on.
you.
That does not mean that progress is not made, though. You guys are making good progress. In a trip that would take 3 hours, because she's about half a day, or 6 hours, because she's half a day. I'm sorry. A day of traveling would probably be 10 hours. So 5 hours away, a day of travel. So this is going to take you 10 hours. So you leave early in the morning and you're arriving at dusk. It's still light out, so you can see the town. And I need Grim to roll me a 100-sided dice.
When. Oh my
Oh, okay.
God.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't tell you this, but the higher the dice, the more likely you were to run into an encounter.
Oh.
And depending on what it was, determined what the encounter type was. So,
Son of a.
The
God.
DM was like, you know what? His rolls aren't that great, so let's try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And you're like, oh, look at that.
I know. It was like,
Own
no,
the
that's
dice
actually
this time.
bad.
All of a sudden, a death claw pops out and just ravages.
I don't think you have to worry about death claws yet. All right,
You
so
see, wise.
I realize. So your stealth is terrible. So I'm gonna let everybody roll a perception.
Hooray.
Ha! Grim, you rolled a 1. So did I.
Oh my God.
All right, so form a line. Like what? How space your group? How you want to be spaced? I know.
Probably
Like you're leading, Grim. No, horizontally.
Direction are we heading?
South.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Jeez, Dick. No, I'm just kidding.
Nightbreed and Grim are continuing to travel south, and Kethra sees something and stops, but the two of them keep going, so I'm just going to move them up 5 feet. Kethra, you see a shape skittering past one of the farms that's leading into the town, and it looks like it went and then dipped into the wheat. And it's the wheat field that you guys are crawling in, or walking in.
What nobody saw was 5 seconds before this moment. I was like, everybody, pay attention.
I'd say you probably saw it about 50 feet this way. So
We're just like, look at these trees.
And it looks like it's going in. It looks like it's going in this direction. So it looks like it's on an intercept path with Nightbreed and Grim.
See, this is where I'm looking.
Oh no! I just kind of dropped to the
Nightbreed's
ground.
like,
And
that lady was weird.
I just kind of go flat against the ground and make like a swish noise just to try and get their attention, I guess. Some noise that I guess the animal wouldn't notice, but they would. So nothing.
All right. So you make a swish.
Caw-caw.
So
Caw-caw.
you're in a breezy field of wheat, and you're making a
Oh,
swish
jeez.
noise.
Oh, I want to
So-
throw a rock at Nightbreed and then duck.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Gently.
Gently throw
Pick
it.
up a pebble.
What?
Make a ranged attack. It's not going to do any damage.
He gets a critical fail. It like blinds
No.
me.
Makes you deaf.
What's your What's your dexterity? Megan.
3.
All right. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Ting. Everybody hears a ting as a rock, like Nightbreed. You feel a peck on the back of your head. You've had people throw things at you before, so you know what this is.
Okay, I turn towards Kethra then.
And you
Alright.
just see me like lie flat on the ground.
Okay, so as she lies flat on the ground, I'm not gonna give them a surprise round, okay? But this is happening all at the same time. So Kethra lies prone on the ground. Nightbreed's looking at her like you would understand what that means, right? Nightbreed, what she wants.
Yeah, I think so.
So you're like nodding at her like, got it. Grim, who doesn't see her, and he continues to walk 5 feet. So if you can, oh, I gotta grab the token.
No. Well, okay.
Hang on, just hang on. This is all happening simultaneously.
I'm like, dude, look at
Grim's
those pretty clouds.
Grim's looking in front of him now, and he sees. Now he doesn't get surprised. So I don't want
Startled,
you to...
maybe.
Right. It's almost like somebody's sneaking up on you and about to scare you, and you spot them, and you're like, "Oh, hey!"
Who are you?
You guys, you see the shape of 3 were-rats wearing farmer's clothing coming out of the woodwork.
No, God, why?
You know, we need to recruit this old witch. She'll be like, Shamala, Habalulu, and then she's like casts magic on them, and then they all die. Yeah, I can't think of words.
Yeah, but
So I make them up.
I expect something different than habba-de-doo-doo.
I don't know, man.
That just sounds ridiculous. All right.
Well, it's better than redonkulous.
Well, if it's James's mom, then it'd be $3. Is it $5? I don't remember.
$2.50.
Yeah, that's right.
Go for $3.50. Damn, knocking this monster come around my house. Dun, 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 dun. We should get like elevator music that plays right now.
I know that's I Dream of Genie music, but it's all I can think of.
You know, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think anybody who's watching this probably knows what I Dream of Genie is anyway, so I could have just said it was elevator music.
That's true.
Except for Tanner.
Yeah, it was, yeah. There'd be 2 comments on there. It'd be Tanner and some other like 80-year-old guys. Like, that's from My Dream of Genie.
Tanner's like, I got it on my DVR.
Hey, man. She's hot. Was. Now she's old. Dead. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
So Tanner Banana, how's y'all doing on his coins? Are we rolling in the dough yet?
No,
You guys are broke.
I told him to let me know, like, interrupt the game.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. I remember that now.
Apparently, I've been a good boy.
Well, he has just been talking like he's thinking about it. He's like, and you go.
I'm trying. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard.
And you look over there and freeze.
No idea what you're talking about.
Ah.
Okay. Megan,
Yes.
roll initiative.
Boo.
Nightbreed.
Rolling. Oh. Oh, that's better than 7.
Yeah. 7.
I mean, it's better than 6.
Oh my god, Becky.
Look at her butt. That is
So big.
perfect.
Do.
Oh, damn.
Jeez, DM, take forever. I'm just joking. Just kidding.
Good, because
Audience, I'm just joking because he needs, you know, if
'Cause
we
the
want the
DM's
game to
about to
continue,
get
he's got to do
fucked.
his thing.
All right.
Oh
The were-rats go first.
No.
And all 3 of them unleash a volley of hand crossbows. 1 at Grim, 1 at Grim, 1 at Nightbreed's back. I'm going to give the one that's shooting Nightbreed's back a standard roll and not advantage, and I will explain why, because Nightbreed realized, oh shit, something's here. So I imagine the moment he hears a twang of a hand crossbow, he's probably going to be like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, if I'm looking at Kethra as she's diving down, I'm going to follow suit.
Right, but it's not your turn. They acted first. Basically, that was just to prevent the surprise attack round.
I know, but I was just agreeing with what you were saying.
Fine.
You said the exact same thing. I was just saying I was making a reason for my character doing it. Don't ruin it for Nightbreed.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible. All right.
I do it wrong.
This one's at Nightbreed. Missing. This one's a Grim.
That says 1d6 that you rolled.
For
Never mind, I'm
damage.
retarded. Yeah,
Right.
I'm retarded.
Missing, or hitting Grim for 5 damage. And missing Grim. So Grim, could you please minus 5 damage? Oh, that's right. You're a fucking tank. That's the
Gold.
Ah, you're right. Oh, that was the first one.
Nice.
You're the party tank. You rolled Tanner, this is funny. He's a ranger and he rolled max hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So his hit points is 48. It's ridiculous. Okay.
Ridiculous.
That was a good night. It's like to make up for your awesome rolling of HP. Here's some bad rolls in the end.
Next up
You ate
is
very well as a child.
Nightbreed.
Did I see where any of the shots came from?
Oh yeah,
Or could I tell?
you know immediately, like the moment that the one struck your back, but it didn't like do any damage. Or
And
no,
the
actually,
trade-
you saw the bolt go, so you know. You could just turn around as a free action and just see them over there.
All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go towards that one.
Okay.
Ooh, that looks
Oh, I didn't
delicious.
realize he was on the map. Where is he?
You could use your ping to show me which one you're attacking.
All right.
Perfect. Where are you attacking him with?
My two-handed sword.
So you're
Sword.
gonna run up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my. Let's see. I'm gonna use my weapon. My charger. That's what it is. Let's see. I'm dashing towards him.
Oh, because you can use your action to dash. You can use a bonus action to make a melee weapon attack. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you move the 10 feet. So you definitely get a +5 bonus. You either gain +5 bonus to attack rolls or push the target if you shove. So yeah, it's +5. Holy shit. So here's how you do this. Go to your character sheet, Trevor.
Okay.
And on that first page where it says core stats, down in the bottom, you see how it says bonuses, penalties?
Yes.
Where it says attack roll, highlight that and put +5. Then make your melee attack. And it'll automatically add the +5.
Mm.
Okay. 11 damage.
Now go back to the core stats and get rid of it.
Dice,
And
you
it's not
fail
11.
me.
It's not 11 damage.
Yeah, it's on the attack damage roll, so I get
Oh,
a plus
shit.
5. And hit him by...
I made you put the +5 on the attack roll. I'm an idiot. Well, you still hit.
Oh,
No, it's cool. You still hit, and you did 11 damage. Actually, you know what? Because of my fuck up, and since that was minimum damage, I'm going to let you reroll. So put a +5 on the damage roll thing under core stats. Then roll your greatsword's damage.
okay. Well, I just have to roll my weapon attack again for that, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Kapow!
Jesus.
So following suit with Kethra, I dive on the ground just as the air whips past me, and I stand up quickly, glaring at the rat like the whole time, and charge at him, my eyes never leaving him.
Describe the attack. You can see generally how much health you took off of him when you look at the health bar there. What does it look like when you hit him?
I don't see a health bar.
Yeah, there's no health bars.
Yeah, what health bar?
Oh, shit. I know what I did wrong.
You gotta change the options.
Do you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know I had to do that, so this entire time I thought you guys could see it.
Yep.
Did you even
Nope.
see the massive ogres the last time we played?
No.
Oh
Not their
my
health.
god, no wonder why
We
you
were
didn't.
talking about it, and I was like, what is he talking about?
I know.
My bad. Okay.
So-
It's my bad. So, Trevor,
Oh,
describe
yeah.
what this attack looks like now that you can see how much health you took away.
So, like I said, I lock eyes with him, charge at him, and then it's just as I'm approaching, it's a sweep cut directly in front of me,
Are you
get
sweeping
him
up or
across the
sweeping
chest,
down?
sweeping horizontally.
Okay, horizontally. I imagine this is like those Power Ranger episodes where when they got hit by an attack, they would go, ah, and spin dramatically. The were-rat just gets hit right in the chest and goes, "Wah," and spins to the side, falling to the ground. Sparks are like, psh.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
And then I do an ultimate flourish with my sword.
Let's see.
The dryer's going and my backdrop is shaking.
Oh, I was like, is that a tiny bird?
It's like an
Oh
episode of
my
that
God.
70s show.
I'm gonna attack this one with my longbow.
All right, roll.
But
for your-
first, I'm gonna move back there.
Okay. Make your attack. And which one are you hitting
Yes.
again?
The one on the right.
Okay.
Longbow.
Bam.
Nice, dude. All right. Kethra, it's your turn. It costs you half your movement to stand up.
No, I don't want to stand. I'm actually gonna roll this away.
I'll let you do half your movement, so right here.
That's fine.
All right. Do you want to take an action like dodge, or in case they shoot at you, they get disadvantage?
Oh yeah, where I was looking for that sort of stuff. Where?
I'll share a document with you guys that have all the actions on them
Oh, awesome.
at the break.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's on the network
Yeah.
share.
So ready, dodge.
Yep.
I'll go in and show her where it is then on the break.
all
Yeah.
right. We're at one. Reeling after being hit in the chest, drops his hand crossbow, whips out his short sword, and he bites and short swords you using his multi-attack feature.
Bitch. Hit.
The were-rat hits you
Hit.
for 4, and the were-rat hits you for 4, so a total of 8. The second were-rat fires at Grim with a hand crossbow.
Oh, whoops, I did that wrong.
Added. Okay, he's going to get a disadvantage, so he's actually going to step up within range. And then attacks. Hitting you for 3 damage. The other one attacks you as well, since you shot at him. Missing you. Excellent. Nightbreed. It's your
Sweet.
turn.
I'm going to attack him.
Oh, did you subtract the 3 damage?
Yeah.
You got hit for 3, so you got to subtract it. Trevor,
Totes.
please. Did you remove the +5?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, describe what it looks like when you kill this guy.
So after he slices me and then bites me, and I push him off with my foot and just cleave his head right in half.
So, vertically? Or like...
Oh, vertically, yeah, straight down.
And he's just like...
And then I am
slides.
going to...
Oh, is your sword stuck, or does he just slide away freely?
Oh, no, it's stuck. I have to push him off with my foot. And then I'm going to move here and use my bonus action to attack this guy with Action Surge.
Go for it.
Nice.
He actually sees you coming, and he just looks at you in fear, like...
That's right. Aww.
You miss. Grim,
Yes.
it's your turn.
So, I'm actually going to cast a spell, still attacking the one I'm
Focus on.
hit last time.
Go for it. Is this a level 1 spell? Yep, level 1 spell. Hail of Thorns. 1 bonus action, so definitely. DC 12 dexterity saving throw. Let me see what their dexterity is.
Dude, that's a cool
Yes.
spell.
Yes. I picked some really good ones that I think fit my character very well. But this one is one of my favorites.
He succeeds. So
Oh,
he
so
only
he does half damage.
He only takes 1 damage. But that's when you hit him. So I need
Mhm.
you to roll an attack.
It's weapons.
You miss. Would you like to make another movement to get out of his range?
Yes.
Yes, I see your character. You gonna do it?
Oh no, it's just because. There we go.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, yep. Next up, Kethra.
Okay. Oh, how do I? No. That one? There we go.
Yes.
So I want to make a loud ear-piercing scream.
Okay.
Megan, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, like right. I was gonna say. So it's like screaming in his ears, basically.
Okay, so he can make. What's your spell save DC? What's your wisdom? Isn't it wisdom for monks? Yeah. I think so.
I
Should
think
have
so.
not made this control. 3.
Okay. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw of 13. All right. Do you want to move or are you good? You want to stand up?
Nope. I'm actually gonna. How far can I move?
If you stand up, you can
No,
move.
I don't want to stand up.
Oh, then you can only move like 2 squares.
Okay, I'll just move forward 2 squares.
That's 3. 2 squares right there. Yep, there we go. All right, this guy's dead, so I'm going to take him off the roster. And this guy, angry at you, Trevor. You know what? I'm going to check something real quick.
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed, I mean, sorry.
Oh man.
Okay,
Come
good.
on,
He
man.
does think of it. So he tosses his hand crossbow down. And he bites and hits you with his short sword. Hit.
Hit.
You take a total of 7 damage.
Ooh, son of a bitch.
The other way, rat has to make a DC saving throw. Oh God. Hey, he succeeds. So the sound does not deter him. And he fires his hand crossbow. Well, he moves over here and fires his hand crossbow at Grim. Missing. Nightbreed, it's your turn.
I'm attacking the same one.
Go for it.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Grim.
All right, so let's see, move there. Same spell on. That's where we're at here.
Go for it.
There it is. Because it lasts for a minute. Oh, I gotta roll.
You do know that it's just from... It's still the 3. You don't re-roll that.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. So now roll your attack. You hit him, and he takes 1 extra damage, which is 13 damage total. Describe this heinous attack that brings him so low in HP.
So the way that it works is that when I shoot the arrow itself spreads out into a bunch of different arrows, and then they all kind of swirl in onto the target. And so when it hit him right in the middle of the chest, all the arrows also followed suit and surrounded his entire torso.
Excellent. Kethra, it's your turn.
All right, I want to like sneak up to the were-rat and kind of like grab him by the leg and take him down, and then get on top of him and stab him. So knock him prone essentially, and get on top and stab.
Okay, so first you got to grapple with him. Since you're sneaking up on him, roll a stealth, and if you succeed, I'll give you advantage on your strength check. All right. I'm going to give you advantage on your strength check. Roll a strength check. And how you do that...
Yeah, I just roll from where it says.
But you don't roll the one that says save.
Oh, not save. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Which one do you roll? Not the one that
Strength.
says save. You said.
I'm saying look at your ability modifier and do /roll 1d20 plus your strength mod. Roll again.
Nice.
So push up arrow and enter, and yeah. Nice. Now it's his turn. Oh, he's not able to fight you off, so you are now, you have him prone and you're on top of him. Okay. Were-Rat's turns. Trevor the Were-Rat in front of you bites and swings at you. Hits you for 4 and misses you, so you take 4 damage.
Oh, thank God.
The Were-Rat is going to try to attack you, Kethra. And he will do so at disadvantage since he is held.
Bring it. Knock on wood.
I'm going to say he can only bite you. You're probably holding down his hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Does 11 hit? No, 11
No.
doesn't hit. No.
No.
It misses. Nightbreed.
I'm attacking.
Well, you hit with 14. You do 5 damage. Okay. See, that is good. In your character sheet where it says 46 for the crit damage, it's supposed to be 2d6. But you didn't crit, you just hit with 14. So he takes 5 slashing damage because you rolled a 1. He, your sword swipes at him, and he's definitely hurt badly by this. Grim, it's your turn. Kethra is on top of your target. You can't hit him. Do you want to shoot over him and hit the one that's attacking Nightbreed?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a longbow. You have crazy range.
Yeah, plus I
Go
don't have
ahead.
disadvantage at long range. So I'm going to kind of actually move first.
Go for it.
And I'm going to roll this.
Nice. 6 damage. As he's recovering from getting swiped in the chest, he's like, this arrow goes and hits him in the shoulder, and he's just like, ah. Kethra, it is your turn. Make an attack against your target with advantage. Nice. You gonna make an unarmed attack?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Now are you gonna spend a
crit.
Now you're gonna spend a key to do another one?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Okay.
She just Super Saiyaned his ass.
She lagged and it like spammed the chat. I can't even see what the originals were.
Oh my goodness.
View all chat entries for this game. Jesus Christ.
What did you do?
You still there,
I
Megan?
have no, yeah, I'm just laughing. I have absolutely no idea what just happened.
Jesus Christ.
We can't hear you, dear.
Oh, I know. I'm talking to myself.
Okay. So
It goes all the way back to our original. Oh my God, there's so much.
Yeah, you did a lot of damage. You did 6 and 4 and 3. So that's 10 plus 3, so that's 13. And I need you to roll another d4 plus your, just another d4. So 13 plus d4. Yeah. Oh my God. So you do 17 damage. Tell me how you mercilessly beat this guy.
it's like that
I mean,
thing
look
on.
at the left. Look at how much health it went over.
Yeah, that's that poor
Overkill.
fellow. So I want to. I keep.
Like that scene on Sin City with Bruce Willis. Just beats that guy's head into a pulp.
Yeah, how do you do it? What does it look like?
I want to. I just take my sword and stab it into his throat. But I was gonna say I want to spend a key, or can I spend a key to
You already
dash
spent a key on your turn.
after that? Oh, that's right.
And no, you were in a grapple, so you can't move.
Yar.
You can stand up.
No, I'll just stab him straight into the throat. Basically, push my sword through his throat and into
It
the
was more than
ground.
that. You punched him twice too. It was like
Yeah.
like flurry of blows.
Yeah,
You're like
I pinned him, pinned him
what
to the
you
ground,
did?
and then just started bashing his face in. Or I gouged his
Stop.
eyes out with my.
Stop holding the button. You know what you look like? You look like Agent Smith on the Matrix. How he's like.
Yeah,
All right.
I was thinking more like Alfie from A Christmas Story beating up the bully.
Yeah. All right. Well, that where we're at is dead. The other one is gonna. He's gonna try to turn and run. You get an attack of opportunity, Trevor.
I'm gonna take it.
Like a man.
Oh, you.
Nice.
I'll hit
I'm
him
just gonna say you God of War cut this
20
guy in
damage.
half. Like he
Yeah,
turns
and
around to flee.
with a frustrated sigh, or with a frustrated roar. I mean, not sigh. All the damage that I'd taken from that son of a bitch. Like, roof.
All right.
You can't run from me.
You guys regroup. And you're looking at the town beyond you. And after your battle, the town looks pretty dark. It's definitely starting, it's dusk still, but the shadows from the buildings are all casting over each other. There's not very much light in the area. There does appear to be a black, dark smog cloud raising up. And you hear a voice behind you. Somebody who stumbled upon you during your battling. And the voice says,
Please let it be Gilligan.
What the bloody hell happened here?
Dag Nabbit, played by Doip. Would you describe what the characters see before them?
A number of dead rat people, a lady beating up one of the others, and some big
No,
guy with
I
a
meant what they
dirty
see.
helmet on. Oh, my bad. Well, you see a dwarf. He has very dirty, short, scruffy beard. He has goggles on. Some really big, clunky-looking gauntlets. And he has leather overalls on. And very big wrench strapped across his back. And he looks like no dwarf you've ever seen before.
And behind him, this six-legged, it kind of looks like a spider, but it has 6 legs, so more like an ant. And it kind of looks like a casket with legs. That's the best way to describe
Okay.
it. It goes, comes around the corner of the building, and its smokestacks are going. It's got like a little stove on the back that's like with pressure valves and stuff, and it's measuring like the heat temperatures. And all of a sudden, it goes, boom, and another one of those smog clouds that Trevor saw in his vision goes up into the air. And that is where we are going to take our first break for episode 1, part 1. It ran a little long, but Doip and I had been planning this entrance for a few hours, so it had to go perfect.
Nice.
Nightbreed, any comments before we take our break?
No, I am glad that I survived the fight.
You know, I was coming back for you. I pulled back. I was like, no, he almost killed him in one shot. He can hold himself. And then I'm like, pew, pew, hose.
I gotta say though, Grim, it was a smart tactic to pull back because you kept on pulling yourself out of their range. so they kept on having to move forward to get to you. Kethra, any comments about the first part of the episode?
Nah, it was great. I'm trying to get used to this button.
Push to talk.
Yeah. It's hindering me. I keep talking and then I'm like, oh, nobody heard me. Oh, because I didn't push the button. Whoops.
And it's too late. You're like, ah.
Yeah, exactly.
And Tanner, you've been sitting on the side as Dag Nabbit. What were your thoughts on the episode so far? Tanner has no thoughts on the... Oh.
I don't know. I'm doing a lot of catching up here. The Witch was definitely an interesting little thing to dive into.
Interesting.
I was
All
eating
right.
lasagna when you showed us
she
that
wasn't
picture.
evil.
I kept thinking of Meg Mucklebones from Legend.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was going through, but it's funny, when I did it last time, I was like, she's going to look really intimidating until they warm up to her, and then she's going to take her spell off. And I was like, nah, she's still got to be ugly, though. Still has to be ugly. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining. Please hit like and subscribe and tune in for part 2 of 3, which is going to be coming on this week. And just let us know. We're going to sign off for now and be back in a bit. Thank you.